you ain't got to worry about Pam Bondi no more. Anytime you get more headlines than DJT, then you're out. Because she superseded expectations today. She all over the place. And I want the Republicans to know that whatever she did front and center stage on national TV at that hearing, it's gonna be double the worst. Rachel told y'all this shit is hard to defend. You're gonna actually defend a pedophile or allegedly? Well, she saw those files, all that redaction that came up. She knows what's happening. And where the hell is J.D. Vance? He didn't disappear. I'll get back to him. He's a story, another day. He just don't want to be connected to this shit because he done saw the files too. And he like, he in hell and power right now. Two things. He waiting for my boy to die, or he waiting for all this Epstein shit to come out for he think he can roll up and get the crown. But anyway, the Attorney General, who didn't want to be called the secretary. You ain't even a secretary. You lower than that today. Girl, I don't know what you thought had your mind on. But you cannot defend this shit. But what I do like what you did when you mentioned about throwing it over there to Wall Street because you pointed at the billionaires. The sad part was you disregarded a human life. You have no respect for humanity. But you did let them know that, hey, this is us, the tech hoes, the robber barons, the rich, the powerful, the famous. We need to hide. We need to cover this shit up. And we got your stupid butt out here doing it. Don't you know you going down? And I hope everybody that then jumped on this bandwagon with my boy, they going down too. Every last one of y'all going down. You going to look on the side of history. And you know what, Pam? I'm glad you ain't got no kids. Because I was checking for that today. Because I feel sorry for your kids. They not going to be able to go out and walk the dog, go to the trash can, whatever. On second thought, there's Megan Kelly and my girl over there, Miss Pincushion Lips, Levitt. I don't know which one is the worst. I tried to measure you all out, but all three of y'all are terrible. I mean, just lied y'all's butt off, lying y'all's ass off, and defending the undefensible. You can't defend this, but you know that now, don't you? You got in front of everybody and couldn't even look at the victims, gave them no respect, was the most disrespected person on the planet. Justice? That was injustice. Injustice at the highest level. When you got the priest on TikTok trying to pray for your soul, you know you in trouble. You know you in trouble. You had an opportunity to clear some of the shit up. You should have walked out there and said, you know what? Here's the papers. My boy is if he got his name called out more than in Jesus in the Holy Bible, you know it was time to give it a day. And then you're going to sit up there with your little arrogant ass and point your finger at people and say what? And say what? Jesus, money. Well, like I said, you're going. Because Donald don't want anybody getting more headlines than him. That's kind of like a fight like, well, not comparing to just when that fight came out with Monique DL. Usually DL just say, fuck it, if she want to go up there and do her thing and embarrass herself, let her go on. I got other shows to go to. So I'm cool with that. But anywho, back to what I was saying. Woo! I had to sit down in my head and look at her hard because I said, is this look like a sensory, this look like a processing disorder. They trying to talk to her and she just talking over these people, being rude. And I'm thinking, this kind of favor the other side of the chart. Is this SPD? No. A pragmatic, what they call a pragmatic semantic disorder? Meaning that you don't give people the opportunity to, let them speak. You talk all out of turn. You don't understand idioms or a joke. But that wasn't SPD. That was just the plain old bondage that she had, the enslavement, and the shackles on her mind. Shackles all on her mind. Yes. And you all need to keep posting that video, that side angle of her not looking at the victims. Now that tells all. That tells all, because that lets us know that the people that you was trying to defend today, his friends, that's how all of them feel. They don't give a damn about a human life, and they sit your butt out there to be what? You know that little game we used to play with the little hangman? You draw the little head and put the little... Baby, they tore all your little limbs off. Jamie Rascal ate you up. Oh, I don't even want to think about Jasmine Crockett, because they always say she just total brutal, but I think she's rather cute, and she's been very kind. I'm glad I wasn't up there in the Senate today, because they couldn't have restrained me. Because see, the first time you gave out the first disrespect, I'd have lost my mind. I'd have handed you my wig, my earrings, and baby, it would have been on. I wish you had to put that finger up in my face. You wouldn't have. You've been sitting up there leaking blood all over the place. I'm really not a violent person. I'm really not. I'm really kind. But sometimes people just trigger you. And she's a sister that will trigger you, because she triggered me when she did that to the victim. I thought, this is horrible. But then again, she got the right name. And she in bondage. And she will forever be lost. This is her legacy, and she just showed the rest of the stupid Republicans their legacy. You think MAGA's gonna go along with that shit when they spent their whole life waiting for my boy to drain the swamp and found out he was the swamp? Oh, that MAGA over there mad about it. And JD standing in the wind trying to be silent like, he can taste the sharks, the blood circling. He finna dump my boy in the water, get him ate up. Because you know what? He ain't surrounded by nobody that could have made him king. He don't even get up in the morning and hydrate himself. That's why he crumbling up and looking as terrible as he looking. I got to tell y'all something. It is just really hard as you get older to maintain your lifespan. Because in the morning, when you sleep all through the night, the first thing you got to do is you dehydrated. So you better be trying to get some water. My boy he up all through the night. Baby, that tell you something. Every AARP person out there knows, and I have to go off the deep end about this. They know his kidneys are gone. His kidneys are gone. I know he must got a colostrum bag, but, he got explosive poo-poo, but in the meantime, I'm going back to Pam Bondi over here, because he set you up. But this is a lesson for all of the people that's following this trail, because for one thing, what happened to you is going to happen to them. If you, the Attorney General, as you say, and you couldn't get out there and defend him, and MAGA was looking at this, they were like, oh, hell no, she got to go. We told y'all a long time ago that girlfriend had to go, and you didn't listen to us. And now she really got to go. Because like I say, DJT want to make sure that her name ain't mentioned 38,000 times like his name, because, he got to be the big shit. He got to keep that name rolling. That's right. But, let me tell you, she lost everything. She lost everything defending the indefensible. She lost everything. And she was saying, Mika's husband was saying, people say they liked her. They wondered what happened to her. Not a damn thing happened to her, because y'all was so busy over there normalizing people's behavior. Pam Bondi didn't know who the fuck she was. So how you going to sit up there and say, well, we liked her, we know. You didn't know her. You didn't know her. See, that was the surprise with MAGA. When you saw all these people following my boy down the trail, knowing he's a felon, and now, got other countries over there looking at us like, you think we going to trust y'all? Look at y'all's AG. Oh, hell no. This gets worse. Because, we somewhere thinking that we got to find another route. Because y'all's people voted this man in. You wouldn't be going through this shit if y'all had just paid attention. He told y'all everything that he was going to do. Because that's how his mind worked. And the news people just let us down totally. They got on there and with Barry Wise and all these people and Rupert Murdoch and destroyed everything. And whatever happens, like I said, this is about Pam Bondi. Well, really, it's three helpers over there. My girl, Levitt Lips Pinhole and Megan Kelly, because she's still out there saying ruthless shit and defending all this madness and craziness and this disrespecting the victims and stuff. And my girl today, you all cannot defend this. These women, just the idea you gotta point out to this woman that, look, here's the victims right here. Look at them. Apologize to them. And she couldn't do it. And got to talking about money. That's right. She pointed it out. Money ain't shit to them when it comes to a life. No. And she pointed directly to the billionaires. Wall Street pay. You need to be concerned about that. That's what's more important. Well, let's see how you look in a trash bag on the street being homeless, because Donald finna get ready to throw your ass to the sharks. Next. You all just don't get it. But you know what, you all Republicans? What's really sad is you all still riding and down with this man over here at voting like 112 to, although they did win for that case over there with Mark Kelly, the 6 other Democrats. It should be every last one of you damn Republicans over there swinging left. Because this man ain't going to be in office forever or for long. No. Because, an apple a day they say we'll keep the doctor away. And all these bruises and shit that he got on, I ain't seen no doctor come up there and try to tell this man, help him say, well, we giving this to Donald. We do. There ain't nobody trying to help him live. They can't wait. And Pam Bondi, you ended your shit today. You might as well go on and jump in a hole. Because what you did, you destroyed. You didn't have no legacy. Because anytime you got to get upset now, I'm the AG. No, you ain't even a secretary. Okay? You ended your shit today. It's been gone. And the reason why you trying to detain everybody else because you detained. You enslaved. Bondage Bondi. That's what they should call you from now on. Bondage Bondi. Because like I said, you took the shackles off your feet and put them directly on your damn mind, and you are trapped forever. You are trapped forever. The victims over there is, survivors. They're survivors. And they are more resilient than you will ever be. Ever be. And you had the audacity not to apologize to these women. They were children then. God forbid, don't you ever have no kids. And I pity Megan Kelly's child. And I pity Pinhead's Lips kids, Caroline Levitt. I pity those children. They didn't choose their mama, but, this is the wrong side of history for these chicks. Yes, it is. That was awful. But like I said, anybody can bet their money on one thing. You are definitely not going to be in there long, because MAGA is over there seaming at the lips like, oh, no, she got to go because she messed this up. They didn't like you, no way. They don't like Megan Kelly. And they sure don't like Liver Lips Pinhole. They don't like her. They don't. But one thing about it, you put it out there today, and you let them know that you are not riding for MAGA, you are riding for money. That's right. You are riding for money. Like I said, a doctor will put a bandage on a diagnosis. Will not tell you what the underlying factor was, but damn, it's a tool. It's a tool. It's a temporary tool. I ain't saying that bandage is going to save your life. Now, let's get this straight. But in the meantime, you didn't even give a bandage. When Raskin was asking you all those questions, that wasn't even a bandage. You had no solutions whatsoever. And arrogance, that's another word. If anybody want to point to arrogance, they can just point to you and say, that's the most arrogant bitch in the world right there. That's right. You out giving orders when you ain't got no control of your life and you are totally in bondage. You know, when you going up for your life, like these young ladies that were children that couldn't defend themselves, didn't have nobody to go for them, then you sure ain't the national damn cheerleader. And like I said, even a damn pill got a side effect to it. You not even a side effect. You know, it's unreal. Well, no, it's not unreal. Because you know what? It's in our face. And you know what? When you got people like this in the administration, we got to fight like hell. We have to fight like hell because you do not want nobody like that as your cheerleader, knowing that it's going to take you down. And you know, DJT looking at this, he looking at those headlines, you know, and Schumer and Hakeem, I'm going to just say this to you because I got to throw this in. If you don't get Stephen Miller's ass out of there, I tell you what, because, you know, you all have fucked up a lot of stuff. And you all better hold the line. I mean, you all better hold the line. Because I take issues with you all anyway, you know. But in the meantime, we need everybody. We don't necessarily need you because you all over there corporate Democrats. And we tired of you all. We're really tired of y'all. And it's time to let these young people take over because we are seeing some phenomenal, just fantastic leaders coming out, you know. And you can run over there with Bondi if you want to, but in the meantime, you better hold the fort down. You better hold the fort down, because like I said, I will go off, and you all know I will go off. I will totally go off. I know y'all say, you know, it shouldn't be where people should make you push your button, but yeah, they push my buttons. Pelosi pushed my button when she did that bullshit to AOC. That pushed my button too. But that's to let her know that, you know, stay out of the game. Let these young people take over. It's time. This is a different fight, a different day. And Lawrence posed the question, and I will come back to that. But you know what? We have to say no to people like Bondi. Because, like Rachel said, you've defended the indefensible. You can't defend it no more. You cannot. And it was horrible because she jumped up and Bondi was grasping for straws, grasping for air, tucking in her ass, making sure her fart wouldn't blow her up. It was a disgrace. That was the most disgraceful thing that ever showed across America. I tell you, that was disgraceful. And here the victims are. They have to suffer this again because of people like her. And people like the robber barons, the billionaires, the tech hoes, you know, because they want to run the world. When you think that they are the super beings, no, they're super nasty. Because like I said before, they can't even go out and, as my boy said, grab them by the pussy, you can't go out and buy none. I mean an adult, not a child, an adult. We don't want these nasty ass people running our country. How they gonna sit behind anything and they got all this technology, but they ain't got the decency and the mind to treat a human being with respect and dignity, and to do these to children? They have no respect for humanity, no empathy, no compassion, no support for any of us. It's their little toys. I wouldn't want Elon Musk to be my daddy. Oh, but that's all right. Elon don't like dark meat. But anywho, I'm just saying. But what happened today, what took place, now you see. I hope that the Republicans can look at this and see those, get all the headlines, gather up all the damn headlines that they made on Bondi. And your ass is going to be the next headline. And what really pissed me off, Jim Jordan, of all people, Jim Jordan up there, trying to play like he directing somebody's program. When what did he do? What did he do? Well, we ain't gonna go to the Jim Jordan story because we know what he did with the football players. And That's another story because another day, but we'll get back to him. But he shouldn't even be up there. But uh, just to see this happen, it lets you know. A lie is a lie. A lie is not sustainable. They've done everything to mold over a lie. Excuse me. They have done everything to kill the truth. But now it's all out. MAGA's at war. The Republicans don't even have the guts to come up and say, hey, you know what? My boy ain't going to be in here long. And we've done everything. We flipped over. And you flipped over for nothing because he's going to sell all y'all ass out. Just like he did Marjorie Taylor Greene. Noam is going. All these people are going to be on the wrong side of history. They're going to try to play pretend like, oh, we can switch. No, you can't switch back. You can't switch back on this. No, because you're filthy. You're nasty. And you destroyed a lot of people's lives. And you're probably still destroying lives because I don't know where Epstein is, if he alive or dead, or we never did see the body or whatever happened. But Bondi's covering it all up. Blanche is a part of it, Todd Blanche. If you get somebody in there, and you all, the greatest lesson to take away from this today, because we learned something about humanity with the stock market. When you got you compare a human life to money, you know that's a losing battle right there. Because you have put definitely profit over the people without giving them a bandage. Because she didn't even put a bandage on it. She didn't even look at the people and acknowledge that she was wrong, and didn't even acknowledge that she was going to go back and help them. They could come in her office and talk to her. And that's our AG. An enslaved person in bondage. Total bondage. She should go down in history as Bondage Bondi because she's trapped, enslaved. And there is no way out. There is no way going back and talking about, well, we can talk to her. We can make some. No, you can't. Leave her ass where she at, because she set the stage for her downfall. Her shit, she's gone. There's no reaching up talking about we're gonna reach out to her. That's done. And killing that ICE shit, I'm gonna say it again. Abolish the shit. Because they went over there and shot somebody in Chicago 5 times. Adam, I saw your video, and it was a damn good video, and you always on point, and much love to you, Adam Mockler. You all are doing a fantastic job over there in the independent networks. I'm loving every minute of it. I'm just so glad to see you all out there. Turn up some ass. Join a new roadmap. Join a new roadmap. I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. You all stand strong. Don't give up. This is a hard fight and a long fight. And you all are definitely bringing it. Like I said, sometimes you don't get and that's why they all left from the so-called normal legacy over there, or the media, the legacy media, because their bosses didn't have the ability to tell these people that they were doing an exceptional job. Well, you all are doing an exceptional job. And I'm nobody's boss, but like I said, everywhere I go, I talk about independent media. Don't even go over there to the Rupert murder side, because that's what it is, murder side, because he just killed all that, and the media ain't worth shit over there. So don't even waste your time. Don't waste your time. We got a few people over there on MSN now. They're still doing their job, and I can't hardly wait till they just pull a plug and just all come on the other side. So I'm waiting for that job. I'm gradually seeing them come over, but just everybody, just like Trump, let's go. Don't be like the Titanic. It's finna hit a big ice block, iceberg. So it's time to go. Pack it up. Let's go, cause it ain't shit over there, and I wouldn't want to be over there with them with somebody like Jesse Waters, giving out all his fakeness, defending Pam Bondi, DJT, all these people. I don't even know how you got to be somebody's daddy, because we still up there looking at you, talking about men like you do. It's some shit up with you. Shout out to I Had Enough, because you know what? They on point. They bringing it home. And I'm sorry you got kids too. I'm really sorry. But they can't pick their daddy. I hope they be all right. I hope they come out all right. But back to Pam Bondi. Like I say, she is definitely in bondage. And what she did, woo, she called y'all out. Ooh, nonverbal communication. What can I say? Just that body language. I ain't got to look at y'all. Not acknowledging you all. Not saying I'm sorry. What a horrible individual. But right now, she ranks number 1 as the most terrible, inhumane person. Well, it's a lot of inhumane people. Well, I can't, but she's up there at the top. And then you got Lion Levitz over there with the pinball lips. And you got Megyn Kelly. That's right. And Megan, I'm going to keep constantly saying your name, because you know what? As long as I got this book, Hoax, and you know what? I'm going to apologize to Brian Stelter too, while it's on my mind, because it's a lot going through my mind, and she's jumping all over the place. But anywho, I'm aware of that. But anywho, I'm just saying, Brian, I did have your other book too, and here it is. And guess what, Megan? Your ass is in here too. I'm just letting you know. I told y'all I wasn't coming up here without a book. Some books. Because you know what, Megan, I bought your book and it wasn't about shit, and Amazon didn't rate it good, and so I'm just saying, I can't find the book right now, but I got it. But when I get it, I'm sure to everybody that I got that book. So in the meantime, I'm going to go back to Pam Bondi, and I'm going to say that between you and Pinball Lips and Megyn Kelly, y'all the worst haters in the world. If they want to look up the word hate, they can look at y'all 3. If they want to look up the word no integrity, they can look at y'all 3. If they want to sit up and see the word bondage, now that's Pam shit right there, and y'all enslaved too. But this chick here, to get out there and defend this stuff and treat the victims like treat the survivors like she did, bondage. Just remember that. That is her damn name, Bondage Bondi, because she is forever, to this moment in time, enslaved in her own damn mind. And if you like this video, well, you know what y'all can do. You can subscribe, because I ain't good at saying all that shit, because I don't like none of this shit. I'm just going to be, it's like that Walmart thing with me. You come to the store, and the little customers tell you, I'm never coming back here any damn more. I don't like this shit. Well, I get it. And that's the first damn person you see in the morning. I thought your ass wasn't coming in here no more. But anywho, my deal with you is, come on back. Come on down. Because on this channel, it's going to be about the truth. It's going to be about books. It's going to be about calling it out, pointing people out, getting in people's shit and telling people like Pam Bondi, fuck you. And on that note, I'm out.